Alright, so Callie and I are out on a leash walk. Her leash walking is, she just got, I think she has to pee actually. Hang on, do you have to pee? I'm just going to let her have a little extra to go pee. Her leash walking is doing well. Her main issue, as we all know, is that she gets way too excited about seeing dogs and people. The people she's doing way better with. Dogs she's still getting more excited than I would prefer. I found for her, like, movement is a struggle for her. So, like, she'll walk super nice, but if she sees a dog and gets too excited, she can't keep walking. This way. Good girl. She needs to stop and then do the engage disengage game, which is I'll send you an infographic on it. Let's go this way. If she goes a little too far ahead of me, I'm just changing direction. And that's just like, you stop, she looks at the dog, you give her a treat, you practice going her sit, practice going her down, you can drop some on the ground. Basically just teaching her this way. She's going too far. Good dog. Basically we're just teaching her to be calm around dogs and not so much walking on a loose leash around dogs, because that's, like, I don't think realistic at this point in her life. She's just so excited and she just needs more practice. Like, we practice a lot being still, and she's doing way better with that. But the walk, like the movement, just gets her so much more excited that it's, I have her on a, she's just attached to my waist. This way. She just gets so excited that she just can't control herself if she starts moving again. So she needs to stop and watch. And maybe cross the street to be going by other dogs. She's actually made a lot of progress, and I'm really happy with how she's doing. And she's not doing the, like, the crying, screaming thing, and she's not lunging at the end of the leash. She's actually able to pay attention and, like, be a thinking animal. But you will need to continue to practice with her. I'm going to keep practicing, obviously, over the next week, but she will need continued support on her dog love. Oops, too far. Good girl. So you have some options here if she goes too far ahead. So if she walks too far ahead, I'll just show you when she does it. Probably going to do it. We're just going to stop and have a little snifferoo. I bet you dogs have peed along this edge. It's just like a... Is there pee-pee there? Yeah, smells good. Okay, let's go. So she's gone a little too fast there. She got excited about that pee. So you can turn around. Let's go this way. Good. And I feed her as we turn so that she comes back into the correct position. She'll cross over me to sniff that. So we don't do that. Only on the left. Only in heel position on the left here. Good girl. You can change direction, which is, like, the best. I think that's probably the best way to work with it. But if you are going somewhere, it's kind of tricky because you're constantly walking away from the direction that you're trying to get to. So it's not a good A to B kind of technique, although I think it's the best for being really consistent with your leash walking. So the other option is, I'll just wait till she goes ahead again. So she's gone a little further ahead than I want to. I just stop. Good girl. And then I'm using my empty hand, to guide her back. Good dog. So she knows when she hits the end, if I am stopped walking, that she comes back. And you can kind of see here. So I'm feeding her treats right next to my body. I'm going to say, okay, let's go. I'm going to start walking again. So that's your other option. And that means you're still moving in the same direction. Good girl. Oops. Oh, sorry. You're walking right in front of me, and it's, like, going to trip me. Callie. Hello. You hear that weird? I hear that weird sound, too. Yeah, I hear it, too. I don't know what it is. I think it's a bird. Okay. It's like a really weird sound. A bird in distress or something. Okay. And then when we come to the edge, wait. Where are you going? Hi. Come back here. Thank you. Very distracted by the bird sound. Yes, those are quail running up the middle of the road there. Yeah, I see them too. All right. Yeah, there's all kinds of birds making weird sounds. It's true. Excuse me. No, we don't need to be doing that. Thank you. Callie, sit. Good. So if you hear the whiny thing, she needs direction. She does not make the choice. She will not make good choices on her own. We've found that she just can't calm herself. If you let her continue whining and don't intervene and ask her to do something else, she'll just get herself into a state where it's just like out of control. Like she'll just start crying. Like if I just let her whine, she would have just started lunging towards these birds. She's all obsessed with birds for some reason right now. New thing. Okay, let's go. So if you let her, so she gets into the whiny thing, you automatically need to redirect her to do something else. Callie, back here, please. Come on, back here, please. Thank you. Good girl. Then, so you could do a sit or you could do a down. She needs to focus on you, and then she gets a food reward for doing something calm. So doing a sit or a down. Good girl, sit. Good. So you can do that one, or you can do, okay, down. Pretend like you don't know, because I know you know. Callie, down. I don't know why you're tilting. Yeah, you can't have it until you actually go down. Oh, yeah, you rocked it. That's close. Down. All the way. No. Sit. Down. Struggle's real. So you're down. Like, I'm just verbally asking her. I'm not giving her the hand signal. She'll do it a little faster on the hand signal, but we're currently working on just doing it on a verbal. Just because I think that looks kind of more polished. There's no, excuse me, sit. Down. I know, but just all the way down. Down all the way. Thank you. It's not hot, just in case you're worried on the pavement. It's like 8 p.m. She's fine. She needs to hold that for me until I release her. If she were to get up like she did before, I just put her back down into that. Down. Excuse me. No. I know I moved the leash, but that was not a release. Sit. You're all jacked up about these birds, aren't you? Down. Hey. Good. She was actually able to do this in a Soyuz, like at the busy beach with people walking by constantly and a dog here and there too. So I was really impressed with her. Apparently these birds on this empty street are much more distracting. Okay, good girl. Good job. So that's the kind of thing you can have her do for, a minute. I don't think that was even a minute. Just to get her to calm down. I'm just giving her cheese as a reward right now. So nothing in my hand while we're walking, but I have it here in my treat pouch. So I'll grab it when she's being really good. So that's nice. That check-in right there. I like that. Thanks. Good girl. Good dog. Yes, you're very smart. It's a good girl. That check-in's nice. Good girl. I like you looking at me and acknowledging my existence. Yes, it's a good girl. That's a good girl right there. Good dog. You don't want your cheese? Okay. Oh, it's going a little too far, Sniffy, on the wrong side. I just don't want her crossing me. Good. Yeah, we did. That's nice. Good girl. Yeah, that's nice. Good girl. I'm just heavily reinforcing it here. Because that's how we roll. That's how we get the good behavior. We do lots of treats for good behavior, and then that becomes a habit. And then once it's a habit, then you can reduce your treats. Good girl. This way. Yes. So this is your 10-minute leash walking video. Hopefully you watch the whole thing. If you get to the end, you can send me a high five.